How's it going, guys? Back at it again with another trailer breakdown video. This time, I'll be breaking down the most recent trailer released for the upcoming kaiju movie brawl, Godzilla vs. Kong. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe and hit that notification bell. Now, let's begin with the video. First, we get to see an explosion coming from a mountain near this populated city. It's probably somewhere in Tokyo, Japan, because those buildings at the back look like the typical apartment buildings you'd see in the country. Also, because the people seen running away from the debris look Asian. It's okay to say that, right? I'm Asian, by the way. We get to see a wide shot of the ocean and several army ships surrounding what seems to be an aftermath scene of when they finally capture King Kong from Skull Island, the island in which he presides in the last Kong movie we saw him in, as well as in the older Kong movies. Kong is seen to be sleeping on top of this large carrier ship, probably because he drank all of those red juice. Next, we get to see an awakened Kong. His wrists are wrapped in shackles. And then, we get to see Alexander Skarsgård's character, Nathan Lind. Alexander played Tarzan in The Legend of Tarzan. So seeing him here in another movie with a gorilla kind of makes you think back on that movie. Next, we get to see a small child approaching Kong, holding what seems to be a King Kong toy. I guess that means this girl was lucky enough to get the first line of merch for this upcoming movie. We get to see Rebecca Hall as Eileen Andrews. Nothing much to say about her, other than she's probably the one spearheading the search for Kong, and that she's known to be the acting mother of the Wonder Child with the merch toy. She might be the offspring of these two characters last seen in Kong Skull Island. Probably not, we'll see. Then we get to see the child approach Kong again. Kong is still in chains, and the both of them seem to have this unexplainable connection with one another. And like Rebecca Hall says in the trailer, Kong seems to want to protect this child. I don't know, for the plot probably. Next, we get to see the child hold her hand up to a wall. She seems to sense the presence of the incoming Godzilla. Godzilla swoops in from below and starts destroying a bunch of military ships. A bunch of fighter jets try to damage Godzilla to no avail, as Godzilla just continues to destroy them. Kong looks down to the waters, screaming his lungs out as though to taunt the invading Godzilla, and so Godzilla appears and starts climbing the ship in order to face Kong and have a short duel with him. Kong swings his fist and lands a hit on Godzilla's face and pushes him back towards the ocean. Godzilla then unleashes his signature atomic breath upwards. Kong jumps out of the ship just in time before he gets hit by that powerful attack. Next, we get to see several shots of more characters. These are probably the villains of the movie, but the most important thing to take note in this scene is this shot right here, where we get to see a monitor showing what seems to be a robotic silhouette of Godzilla. What could it be? Whatever could it be? Next, we get to see Godzilla in a very cyberpunk looking city, as he then continues to unleash his wrath upon the humans. Why? Probably because he's not Godzilla and is actually Mechagodzilla in disguise. We get to see a board of thoughts containing a bunch of newspaper cutouts of recent Godzilla attacks. Next, we get to see a quick shot of a van in which Millie Bobby Brown's character drives in. We also get to see this new character played by Julian Dennison. We last saw him in Deadpool 2. Next, we get to see Kong back in Skull Island. We get to see him raise up what seems to be a spoil of war trophy weapon that is kind of shaped similar to the monsters we get to see him fight against in the island. We also get to see brief shots of these floating aircrafts emitting blue rays of light. Are these aliens? Next, we get to see Godzilla facing off Kong as he wields his new weapon as seen in the foreground of this amazing shot. We get to see a bunch of winged creatures flying down towards Kong. This is probably an earlier scene where we get to see the war between all of the monsters. We get to see Kong attacking Godzilla in the middle of Cyberpunk City, and in the last moments of the trailer, we get to see Kong heading towards Godzilla. His weapon is glowing the same color blue as Godzilla's atomic breath. Probably absorbed some of the radioactive powers of Godzilla's attack, as seen by this shot here. Then we get to see Kong screaming at the top of his lungs as he leaps down in order to strike at Godzilla. We also get to notice that his weapon seems to negate Godzilla's atomic breath. And then we get to see the title card for Godzilla vs. Kong. I think we all know that this is clearly a case of false identity, and that Mechagodzilla's been pretending to be Godzilla this whole time, and then Kong needs to find the real Godzilla, team up with him, and they get to fight Mechagodzilla like the way Cap and Bucky did with Iron Man in Civil War. That's about it from what I could tell in the new trailer. Let me know in the comments who you think is the real bad guy in this movie. It's probably Mechagodzilla. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.